I'm at the award-winning Santee Lakes Recreation Preserve, and I'm here with Johnathan Skinner, Director of Parks and Recreation. He's kind of one of the grand poobahs here. He sort of helps make everything happen with his terrific staff, so welcome.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Yvonne, you and Ray and your show. We're very excited to have you here.
Well, we're delighted to be here, and wow, what a park this is. Tell us a little bit about Santee Lakes. We really hadn't heard a whole lot about Santee Lakes. We hear San Diego, San Diego, San Diego, and all you think is the city and the waterfront. But this is just a wonderful little hidden gem.
Well, we call ourselves the best backyard in San Diego. We started actually back in about 1950, 1960, when Ray Stoyer, he was an engineer back then. And Santee Lakes actually came as an afterthought. They were finding a way to use wastewater, and there was an opportunity back then either to join a large conglomerate that took all the wastewater and took it down to San Diego, or to find a way to take care of your own wastewater. So Ray Stoyer, through a lot of processes, came up with the way to use our recycling plant, which is up the road about 3 miles, and to recycle that wastewater here for recreational use.
You got 7 lakes.
We have 7 lakes, yes.
All of this water is...
It's all recycled. We get about 1 million gallons a day from our recycled. Oh, yes. The plant is really exciting, and next time you come, we'll have to take a tour. It goes through several different processes before it comes down to us. They inject a lot of microorganisms to eat a lot of the sewage and everything, and then it's highly treated with chlorine, and then the chlorine's pulled out before it's brought down to us. And as I mentioned before, we get about 1 million gallons a day, and we have a lot of evaporation that happens over time. But it's such a great aquaculture that we have here. We have fish, bluegill, bass, carp, which we're not really happy about, trout, and catfish, which we stock. We also have 178 different types of birds who come and visit us throughout the year. And one of the things that was really exciting for me is to find out that the Audubon Society actually does tours here because of the various kind of birds that we have.
Really?
We've sparked up some really good friendships with some of the photographers. You'll see them as you're walking around the park, and we've posted some of their pictures on our Facebook page.
Wow, oh, that's neat.
Yes.
That's really neat. So tell me a little bit about the fish. Can you eat the fish? You say you stock the fish here in the lakes?
Oh, definitely. The fish is very delicious. We had some trout the other day. It didn't come from here, but we have it imported, as well as our catfish. Bass is catch and release.
Mm-hmm.
The bluegill are a natural fish here, and the carp is a fish that's been here. We like people to catch as many carp as they can. Actually, we have a carp card that if they catch up to 10 carp, then they'll get a free fishing pass.
Oh, really? And that has to do with just trying to rid the lakes of the carp?
And they kind of play havoc with the aquaculture, so we try to promote that. As many carp as they can catch, they can take it with them.
So behind us are some gorgeous boats. We've got people fishing. We've got the birds. People can just come in the morning, and this is a day-use park and an RV park and a lodging facility. So tell me about that.
Yeah, we're really unique in the fact that our regional park is part of our 190 acres. It's the first 5 lakes, and it's open to the public during usual hours. Right now we're in our 7 to 5 p.m. And you can either bring your car in, which is at $3 a carload, and that's for the entire car. Or there's different gate accesses we have where you can walk in, and that's at no cost. We have a lot of people that come in first thing in the morning. They love that first walk, and when I come in early in the morning at 5 or 6 when my staff is opening up, you'll see people out there walking already. And we'll have fishermen who'll come in. They'll start work at 8. They'll be here at 7 o'clock, throwing a line in before, and then they'll come in right before we close. So we're available all throughout the day.
Santee Lakes Recreation Preserve and the RV park and the cabins have been award-winning. In fact, you guys have just won some awards nationally, and I want to hear about that.
Yeah, we're really excited. Shauna Fakori is our grant writer, and she's also looking for different ways to promote the park. Well, one of the ones that we've tried for several years is the national, the RVAC award, which it's a group of 3,000 campgrounds. Most of them are privately owned, and they have an awards banquet every year. Well, she put in for Park of the Year for large park, and that's any park that's between 150 and 499 units. And we were very fortunate in November to win that award. Now, one of the great things about that is we're a governmentally owned park. We're owned by Padre Dams Water District. So for us to be even considered in that category is amazing. For us to win it is even more so. The other award that we won from RVAC is the Planet Green, and that's for your green initiatives. And we're really excited about that because, as you know, we have recycled water here. We also have 4 acres of solar voltaic on top of our storage, which generates 50% of our power.
Wow.
We also have a tree program that we do planting every year. We also have a cleanup that we do at least twice a year. So we're really excited about those national awards, and we also won some state awards just recently for the design of our website. Again, Shauna Fakori, Cindy Smith, Jesus Mendoza, and Diane Johnson, who are part of the Web Action Committee, that's what we call ourselves, the WAC, came up with, the Wackos, and that's what we were for about a year. And we went ahead and we talked to a lot of our customers and our guests to find out what we were missing on our website. And from that, we redesigned the website to make it more user-friendly, put up more pictures. We actually developed a virtual tour with Panomatics. So if you're looking at doing a wedding here or a picnic or a party, you're actually able to go on a virtual tour, which does 360 tours, and you're able to see various parts of the park, and we're really, really excited about that.
It's a gorgeous website.
We've worked really hard on it. I'm really, really proud of it. And one of the things, too, that we really like about it is it's interactive with the staff. So right now, if there was something we were talking about and I had my phone with me, I can actually go on and make changes right here from my phone.
In the role of Director of Parks and Recreation here, tell me what your day-to-day activities would be.
Well, I think my main goal is to support our staff and to make sure that they have the materials they need to be successful. A lot of what I do is interaction with our administration, interaction with our park committee and our board of directors, doing certain kind of community events, but making sure that our staff have the supplies and the equipment necessary to keep the park so beautiful.
And what's in the future for Santee Lakes? I know we've talked a little bit about lots of great ideas, and you're an idea factory. So what's happening? Well,
thank you. One of the things that we had before it was our 2121 plan, which was our first master plan that was 21 projects for the 21st century. And some of the things that you see here are like our general store, the spray ground that you saw at the beginning of the park, a lot of the landscaping and things. The cabins were part of the 2121 plan, and the expansion of our campground. For this new master plan that we're working on, it's improving on that. One of the things that we want to do is make it more accessible for our RVers as they come through. So we're looking at changing out some of our buildings. We're also doing some more landscape enhancements. We want to do some more shore restoration. Part of us being here for over 50 years is the shoreline starts to decrease, so we want to increase that. We're looking at building another spray ground. There's some other activities that are kind of in the works right now. We're working through some of the logistics, and we're really excited. We plan to present that plan within the next month or so to our board of directors, and then start full force on doing some of those projects.
So as a governmental park, are you self-supporting?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm so excited about that. In 1999, before 1999, we were receiving some subsidies from ratepayers, the people that use the lakes and that use our water and our sewer. Well, in 1999, the board of directors at the time said, you need to be self-sustaining. You need to go ahead and be a ship on your own. We'll be there to support you, but you have to be a ship on your own. So at that time, it changed the way that we operated, and we became more of an enterprise fund. So from that time, we took over the general store. We increased the sales in the general store. Our fishing program was on decline. Staff put more time and more resources into the fishing program. As I mentioned before, the cabins, the campground expansion, all those things help not only to beautify the area, but also increase our revenue. And now we're totally self-sufficient. We generate, at this point in time, last year we were at $4.7 million. We generate positive revenue that goes right back into the park. So we have a positive park fund that's like our bank account. And so when we want to do some shoreline restoration or something that's outside the ordinary, we'll have a fund that we can go ahead and pay for this.
And how about visitorship?
Our visitorship is really incredible. We're between 600 and 650,000. Certain times we might hit about the 700,000 mark, and that includes our day use people and our campground people.
And you've got some goals for that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, always reaching. One of the board of directors came up with a really good term that he got from someplace else, but never be satisfied. I'd like us to get around 900,000, but with that, you have to make sure that your property is pristine, that you have different kind of activities for them to do. And for us, we want to be world class. And what world class means to us is we want to make sure that we have world class customer service. When you have a concern or a complaint, and actually we don't have complaints, we have concerns that come in, that we're able to address those, that our facilities are world class. And it doesn't mean that it has to look like something from France or something like that. But when people come, they also want to come back and they want to tell their friends about Santee Lakes. So when we look at world class, that's the kind of facility that we want to have.
And you're growing that. You're always getting better.
Oh, we always want to. You can never stop getting better. And when you do, you get kind of stagnant. And one of the things that I want to definitely encourage other campgrounds to do is to use resources around you. We talk to a lot of campgrounds that are in the area. We use RVAC a lot. In LinkedIn and camping groups to find out what somebody's doing on the East Coast that we might be able to change around and do here on the West Coast as well.
It's an exciting time to be in this business, isn't it?
Very, very exciting.
And how's the TV show Parks and Recreation? How's that affected you here at the park?
I think it's been very successful. Anytime that you can get some publicity, even comical publicity, it really works in your favor. And I think that Amy Poehler and her group there do a really great job, and it helps promote parks, just not only regular parks, but campgrounds as well.
Because you and Leslie are peers, right?
Pretty much. I am a big proponent of parks and recreation. The thing that I see is there's not a lot of people who don't like to have a place to go and walk around or fish or camp. And we're in the people business, and business is really good.
I love that. I love that, and I love your park. It's gorgeous. You can tell that it is well taken care of and well loved. So thank you for everything you do for the community, for the campers, for the general public, and for the environment, Jonathan.
Well, thank you so much, and hopefully you guys are going to come back and visit us, because we're here 365 days a year.
And how many of those are sunny?
364 and a half.
Right on. Thank you again, Jonathan.